time to waste. We must join our brethren in battle.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be a PvZ here on Destination, a map that RJB says sucks a lot, but it's a great game featuring Mini and Larva. Hey, two incredible Protoss players. Mini loves his cheese, which results in him getting cheesed a lot, and Larva is just a good all-around player. This is from 2018, top side. It's going to be our yellow Protoss player. It is Mini. And in the bottom side, it's Larva. If you like Larva and you're like, where is this guy? He hasn't been as active lately, but I did post a 2023 Larva game, less than a year old, versus, let's see, Larva versus Stone, an up-and-coming Protoss player. So if you want to see Larva in action, go ahead and check it out. And right now, let's go ahead and see how Mini and Larva handle this very old, very popular map, or it was popular back in the day, because man, 2008 was a good year for Destination. What's the play gonna be here, man? It's a two-player map, so an overpool opening or a 9-pool opening would be best, but I think we're saving up here for a hatch first, and Mini is primed to block the hatch. Okay, no, so it's gonna be an overpool. Overpool opening, very, very safe on this two-player map. Probe says, dun, 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 okay, so the pool just started. Excellent. I can throw down my forge here and then a Nexus. If it was a hatch first, maybe Nexus first would be safe, and it's going to go ahead and block the hatch here just a little bit. But Larva does not have enough minerals to go for a hatch anyway. So it's not delayed. And it is delayed. It is delayed now. Mini, you are such a menace. A menace to hatches everywhere. Oh, okay. So we got it down. Got it down about 15 seconds after he wanted to. So there's the forge. There's the Nexus. Overlord perching here because Dragoons can sit here and attack drones, and you cannot attack them with melee units, which is pretty much all that Zerg have until they get Hydralisks. Cannon. And maybe an early third hatch. The Overlord says, yeah, that's an expansion. That's a forge. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for an early third hatch here. Extractor on the way, one more drone, and 300 minerals. Bam. 300 minerals, third hatch, sub 3 minutes. Alright, man. So, this map is very, very famous for being a TVZ favored map. Terran goes mech, spreads tanks just across here, not very long, not very wide, and basically Zerg cannot do anything about it. So, there's no Terran here. I just figured I would share that fact. Anyway, yeah, it's been a while since we've been on Destination. RJB said this was an excellent game, so here we are. Check him out, youtube.com/@RJB_TV. Good place to be for StarCraft and fastest map especially, man. RJB, just keeping in contact with these pros, getting them replays, sending them out to casters. Super cool, dude. Lair coming in with that first 100 gas, not getting metabolic boost. So these lings are not catching this probe very quickly, if at all. And my goodness, has it been hot recently. So right now, it is 9 p.m. and 92 degrees. 92 degrees right now. Absolutely heinous. Too hot. Should cool down here in the next couple days, but man, not enjoying this. I mean, I do have the air conditioning, but man, is it expensive to run that thing. Try to keep the house cool throughout the day, and air conditioning only when I need to, and it's a need to today, that's for sure. Anyway, metabolic boost coming in, Robert the Zealot moving down, merch at falconpaladin.store, Robert the Zealot's face on it, Stargate opening, no big deal there either. Mini not trying to switch up this meta. Same thing with Larva. Like, this is 5 years old. This game is 6 years old, I apologize. 6-year-old game. 2018. I have no sense of what time is anymore, and the more people I hear say that, the more I know I'm not alone. I was watching Day 9 play Warcraft 2 on YouTube the other day, and yeah, he was trying to talk about when he was when he cast Warcraft 2 last, and he's like, oh, it was yesterday or maybe 2 days ago. I don't know. Time doesn't mean anything anymore. And yeah, that's me too. Zealot gets over here, stops all mining at the third base. That totally sucks for a Larva. That's not what we want, even a teeny tiny bit. Anywho, cannon in the mineral line in case mutas start showing up or you need to fall back. If there are Scourge chasing your Corsairs, totally normal stuff. It is a +1 air weapons, but Larva has been known to make Mutalisks against +1 Corsairs and make it work. So, oh, did he just... What? Can you walk through there? I'm gonna guess you can walk through there. Maybe he glitched through, but he was here, and then he was here. He didn't go around. That's neat. Okay, that's very fun. I don't think he killed anything at all, but, you know, pretty nice little delay on some of the mining at that third base. Not too shabby. Spire gonna finish. Moment of truth. I'm gonna say no mutas, just Scourge. Let's go. That's my guess. What Larva's up to here. Lings are gonna jump on that cannon. Lings want to jump on that cannon, but the second cannon makes that really difficult, so never mind. So Spire finishes, and in fact, we, there you go. Now fire up some Scourge. I was like, do nothing? Seems like a weird choice. Evolution Chamber coming in. He does want a Spore, I think, to hide in. He's going to get a kill. It's like 42 hits to kill an Overlord if you're a Corsair. Hydra Den going to try to keep these guys safe later. He knows that Scourge and that egg, and the Corsair man is flying away. Let us attack. Indeed. Hydra Den, Macro Hatch, Creep Colony, probably going to turn into a Spore, if I had to guess what this is. Good. It detects DTs. It deals with Corsairs. It's a good unit. Yes, it costs you a drone forever, but everything you build costs you a drone forever. It's a question of, is it worth it in the long run? You're making a Macro Hatch. That cost you a drone forever. So yeah, it was worth it to you. I guess, yeah, DTs are on the way. So guess what? These, oh, that's a Sunken. Sunken's going to help a lot against DTs. Overlord's going to help too. So we're good. We're good. We're just going against possible Zealot attacks, possible DT attacks. This is not going to do anything at all. If Mini doesn't lose these, I'm going to be impressed. If he gets anything done with them at all, I'm going to be impressed. He might. No, there's nothing to kill here. There are no Lings to kill. They're going to walk in. The Sunken's going to go. But hold on. Maybe one DT dies and the other one doesn't. Dude, there is nothing on the ground here at all. The Lings are all at the third base. Sunken up. Ah, there are Lings on the ramp, though. Okay, so they're getting something done, and that something is... Oh my gosh, he's alive! He's alive! No, he's alive with 3 kills. He got something done. I take it back. No, he's in your mineral line now. Dan the Dark Templar. Whop, one volleying these drones. They're trying to run, but can they? Oh, that's why you want Overlord speed. That's why you want a Spore inside your main. Have an Overlord over there. Something. Oh, so Dan the DT is never getting out of here, but he got 7 kills, which is infinitely more than I thought he was going to get. It's a Carapace upgrade for the Scourge. Dude, he's going to cancel this upgrade. He's going to cancel this upgrade. Oh, no, no, no! It was 1 volley away! No! He ran away! Why? Ah, Scourge. Oh, take down one of the Corsairs, but 4 remain. Scourge, take down another Corsair. Bad control by Mini on that one. Dude! It was 1 swipe. You had 1 swipe, and you went away. Like, I don't know if you thought maybe you could escape and kill a drone or something. The supply block is real for Larva right now. Zealots on into the third base. Drones have to fight because there's 1 Hydra, and that's not enough. Sunken putting in tons of work right now. It might actually survive. Dude, the drone Sunken defense here by Larva is absolutely sick. That was crazy good. 5 kills on that Zealot, which means probably... Maybe he killed the Hydra and like 5 drones. It's 46 to 35 workers here. This 2-base play is pretty standard for Mini, but getting a lot of work done. This is going to die. This is going to die. Mini's going to like unload a DT inside the main base here and go whop and take it down. It's going to happen. So, I was going to say, you have a choice right now as a Zerg player, as any player, really, to get your 4th base back here, or get it over here and save this for later. Oh, or not save it for later at all, because 6 kills Zealot just shut you down. He was hiding behind the mini-map. Maybe that's why Larva didn't see him. Oh, no. Okay, second creep. Maybe this one's going to be a Spore. I don't know. Maybe it's going to be another Sunken. It's going to be another Sunken. Righto. So, I think we saw Storm come through the production tab when I was focusing so heavily on the other side of the map. Yeah, these High Templars say, we are confident. We have Storm research. Thank you for asking. So, Hydra's not going to be able to really do much. Man, the +1 Corsair ball. Couple Corsairs have died. They are not being discouraged. in their mission to get over here and kill more overlords. How many hydras are on the ground? 6? That's pretty tough. You don't want to deal with 6 hydras with +1 attack shooting at your face while you try to kill overlords. But no. Ow! And then turned around into Corsairs. Ouch. One of the Corsairs goes down. We sent some Lings down to free up the bottom left base, and there's the 4th base from Larva, but still no sign of a 3rd base from Mini, although it looks like he's sending an army down to take it over here. That'd be good. Guess who's making Mutalisks? That's right, Larva is. So Larva says, you know, the Corsair ball's only 5 now. I can make 5 Mutalisks and kill 5 Corsairs, really no problem. Especially if Scourge take down a couple more. Is he gonna try to... Oh, well, there you go. Took down a couple more. 3 Corsairs remain. That's exactly what he wanted to do. Is get that Corsair count down and then hope they don't get replaced, which they're not. And then suddenly your Mutas are awesome at picking off High Templar. Like so. Okay, 1 High Templar down, definitely. Yep, 1. Okay, not attacking though. Guys, actually attack the High Templar. Okay, a lot of Zealots coming in here too. 2 High Templars turning themselves into an Archon. No, but Zealots are all up inside your 3rd base. Drone evac. Both Sunkens died during this attack. They've got speed upgrade. They have +1. They are mean little guys. 3rd base in trouble. I feel like Mini's having a great time. I feel like, yeah, all the High Templar are gone, but the speed lots against Mass Hydra are going to have a grand old Opry here. Yeah, look at this. Look at these Hydras die. The Mutas are like, we're helping. Like, well, kind of, sure. Takes you 17 hits to kill a Zealot, but whatever. 3rd base coming up left side. It's like cannons, 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 cannons. Come on, cannons. There are Mutas out. I don't want them to show up here. By the Mutas out, I mean there are 7 of them. With the Carapace upgrade, right? That finished? Yeah, Fire Carapace upgrade is done. Oh, hang on. There's a DT Zealot attack inside the main of Mini. He's not actually going after the Spire at all. Probably should, though. Oh, Zealot makes a run by. I think that drone is supposed to be blocking the ramp, and he failed miserably somehow. Oh, gosh. All of these drones are in trouble. DT hanging out. Not a lot of HP on this guy. He can swing around and take down the Spire. He can do it. I believe in him. No, he decides to go back here because there's no Overlords back here. But Overlord speed is now done. So that counts for something. Look, he knows. Look at him blocking, trying to block access. Oh, and then he snipes it as the Overlord flies in. Nice stuff. Yeah, this is a pretty good game, but I gotta say, I think Mini is in a really good position right now. His 3rd base is rocking. He's really hurt the economy of Larva quite a bit. It is 52 workers for the Zerg, though. That's not the worker count of somebody who's been crippled necessarily economically. Now, Mutaflock is up. Holy Hannah Mutaflock. This is Larva, though. He's the only Zerg player that I will allow to make Mutalisks against Protoss. I mean, as long as they open Corsairs, right? Because if the Protoss doesn't open Corsairs, then sure, Mutas are great. That's why you open Corsairs. Or, yeah, because then the Mutas have a harder time with it in this current meta, and the meta that's been here forever. Tries to storm dodge a bit. Might have sniped a High Templar there. Corsairs hunting. We've replaced some of our number. Uh-oh, the Mutas are like, wait, what? When did this... Ah! Ow! Ow! Okay, never mind. We invested a lot into these Mutas, and I don't think we got much value from them. Ow, so all but 2 of them go down. Shoot. Shooting stacks here. What is going on? Larva in trouble. I just keep... That's what my analysis of this game is so far. Larva in trouble. 3-basing Protoss. Scary stuff. 50 workers for the Protoss. 52 for the... You can't bust... The defining characteristic of Destination are these 2 ramps. These 2 roads right here. You can't bust them from the outside. If the enemy has Lurkers, or the enemy has High Templar, or the enemy has Siege Tanks, you're not getting in here. I think I've told this story a couple times before, but back when I first was realizing that people were playing StarCraft in 2008 and like really taking it seriously and having professional competitions and stuff, that's when I found out about it. It was 08, which is crazy late, but I mean a long time ago now. But bottom line, I found this guy on Justin TV who was just practicing a 2-base Lurker build against Terran. Where the idea was... Or was he the Terran player? I think he was practicing against a 2-base Lurker build on this map. Yeah. Yeah, he was. So his play was basically to make sure he had enough Marines and good enough concave and stuff to deal with the lurkers as they busted up here and tried to siege your natural base. It was tricky, but he was pretty good at it, and he was just practicing that same strat over and over and over, and I was like, oh, there are, like, legitimate strategies in this game that people practice and practice against. That blows my mind. Anyway, StarCraft is great. 5th base coming up right side, and maybe a 6th base here if he's lucky around the backside attack. Yeah, these guys snuck around. Many did not see this at all. Maybe going to try to bust up front too a little bit. I like it. A 2-front attack. Never hurt anybody. I don't know what you're running from except for this High Templar that has a storm available. Scary, but not the end of the world. And no frontal attack here. Maybe trying to bait some units out into these lurkers. That'd be a good move. That really wouldn't be too bad of a move at all. Hive on the way. Spire still not sniped. I'm very disappointed in this by Mini. I feel like you should have done it. Good snipe on the obs. There are no lurkers here to take advantage of that. Oh, and there might be some soon, though. Unless they get stormed and die. Burrow. One storm, not enough to kill him, though. And no obs either. So back it out, Mini. You thought you had this. Many lurker eggs, those Hydras. Very nice. Very nice. Lurkers gonna get up here. Where's your other obs? Where are your more High Templar? Here they are. More High Templar joining this party. Yeah, man. Destination. Fun map. These little nooks and crannies and high ground positions. And obs get sniped again. Good job, Hydras. Good target firing there, guys. Falling back again. 2 lurkers. More lurkers joining this party. They're getting blocked by fellow Hydralisks, though. I don't know. Larva expanding up the right side during all of this chaos might work for him. Might not be a bad strat. Also expanding over here, too, right? Because you need to take more bases than your opponent does as a Zerg player. So either you need this and you deny these 2 bases, right? Or you let them have this base, but don't let them have this base. Like, those are the options. Taking this would probably win, too. Where are the obs? They keep getting sniped is what keeps happening here. New obs joining the party. Larva's putting all of the pressure on Mini right now. Looks like a bit of a pause. Oh, High Templar sniped from non-adrenal wings here. Filer Mound on the way, but this attack alone. Ooh, there it is. Obs up. No Hydras to snipe it. Storm placement's perfect. As a result, Ling's like, man, if we had adrenal, we'd be kicking butt here. Actually, there aren't enough of you to really do that. Also, they don't have any attack upgrades either, but Adrenal's finished, so now they attack 40% more quickly, which is awesome. But man, if they had a +1 or a +2, they'd be even better here. The storms for Mini are great, but what Protoss player at this level has bad storms, right? Come on. Come on. Right side base coming up. Okay, so Larva in a great spot, really denying this base to Mini. This base, too, he's got some Lings trying to make sure if anybody tries to expand here, they can shut that down with that Adrenal upgrade. Consume's on the way. Mini's on a bit of a timer here. It is the time of the Dragoon right now, but once Dark Storm starts popping, the time of the Dragoon is over. So Storm Dragoon against this Ling stuff is going to do all right. Yep, maybe more Zealots. Couple Dragoons are getting obliterated. No big deal. More Lurkers joining the party. Larva's macro is through the roof. He's at 56 drones, not the 65 we generally see, but he is continually reinforcing this position. This is a big-time Battle of Gettysburg type situation here. Oh, snipe. Doesn't have an Overlord close enough to snipe the obs, though. Oh, the storms are so effective, as they always are. Because, again, if Storm didn't exist, Mass Hydro would beat Protoss every game. It would be very boring. Anyway, Mini sending some Zealots down to the 3rd base. They've been comfortable here, but these are Adrenalings now, and a couple Sunkens have been replaced, so that's not happening. But once it... Dude, that could be another sniped obs. It really could be. So Larva, I think, has taken control of this game. Mini trying to get some counter-attack stuff done. Does not work. The Corsair... Oh, the Scourge maybe had some engagements there. He's going to... Oh, gets a hit. Thanks to Ingalls here, because they both have the exact same flight speed, but if... Oh, DT's trying to get something done. No, guys, sorry. Overlord showed up. You're both dead. Maybe not. Maybe you can run. Okay, that one's dead. This one might get some drone kills. It'd be nice if he got some drone kills. And he is going to get some drone kills. 1. Ling kill, not a drone kill. Okay. All right. 6 kills on him. Not a waste. Up the right side attacks again. Ooh, Scourge take down the Obs, and there's not a replacement Obs. Another Obs is going to have to come from somewhere. Larva has, I don't think I've ever seen this before. I don't think I've ever seen a Zerg player try to deny this base from a Protoss from this angle for so long and so heavily, or have it be remotely effective at all. This is incredible stuff. So Consume is done, which means there should be some Defilers joining this party at some point. But also, you don't have to make Defilers just because you have a Defiler mount. A great Storm there. Casual 9-kill High Templar, as you do. As you do. Of course, the Corsairs are all sorts of dying. Scourge wiping those guys quite nicely. And this last, I think this is the last Corsair. He's got 3 kills, but... oh my gosh, how is he not dead? One more hit, I think, from a Hydra would wipe him out. Hydra here, you! Bad, oh, it was a rally. A rallied Hydralisk. So Scout's in. This is such a cool skin for the Hive. It's a pre-order for the remaster Hive. And I'm not sure if on replays he has to have the pre-order and I have to have the pre-order for it to show, or if he just has to have the pre-order and then it shows up on all replays no matter who's watching the replay. I'm not sure. Anyway, Mini just kind of handles that army, no big deal. Archon Zealot, pretty good against Lings. High Templar, not going to mess with that either. Going to have a grand old time. So these Lurkers are still preventing really easy access to this base. Mini's done an incredible job of that. Plague's coming in. Hydra's just going to eat that Storm. Not ideal. But it's a 60 worker setup here from Larva. 65 is about the magic number. We do get some wiggly boys now. And the music is atmospheric, almost as if Mini knows there's some writing on the wall here. It's a 4-base situation to a 6-base situation, not where you want to be if you're a Mini. Larva massing up, consuming, ready for Dark Swarm, ready for Plague as soon as it's done, and it is nearly done. So setting up this base to exist and maybe harassing this one at the same time is Mini's next step if he's going to win this game, which might be a bit of a big ask here. Okay, the Lurkers go down. This has now been established. Larva knew he couldn't hold it forever, but he's going to try, I guess. Running his Lings on in. Defiler gets a nice Plague. Ooh, down. 2 great Plagues. One of the Defilers caught a Plague and has to retreat to the safety of the Lurkers, especially if your Zealots have been plagued. They're vulnerable to those Lurkers. Great stuff. +3, +1 upgrades on the ground units for the Protoss. Zerglings are sitting at a 1-2, where the 2 is the Carapace. And the Hydras are at a 2-2. Storm's great. It's just like, look, I know Mini's making it look easy here, Zerg fans, but placing your Storms perfectly in spellcasting in Brood War is not an incredibly simple thing, although it's better than it is in Warcraft 2. Warcraft 2 spellcasting is horrendous. Very tough to do. The computer's great at it, though. Anyway, good surround here. High ground Hydras on the right side. Adrenalings on the left side. Archons do well if they don't get surrounded by the Lings. This is absolute chaos. This is definitely a non-stop drag 'em out PvZ here. 150 supply for Larva, though, and 112 supply for Mini. More Lurkers coming in. I don't know. Mini is kind of running out of bases, right? This is a new one, though. So that's good. That's good that he has that. Trying to mash up this ramp with Archons and Dragoons sort of works. 2 Lurkers got Stormed. That's a victory. I'm thinking Larva expanding over here would be a good move for him. He's up 50 supply. He's got +3 Ground Carapace now. Working on +3 missile attack. I love the 2 Mutalisks that have been alive since all their buddies died to the Corsairs a minute ago. They're having a good time, just, you know, scouting around, trying not to die to Archons for the most part, or Dragoons, I guess. Absorbing some hits from Dragoons. Nice Dark Swarm. Archons trying to stand in and fight here a little bit, but this is overwhelming Storm. I mean, Swarm here. I think that's it. I think we're looking at a dead Mini. He can't defend this base, and that's it. GG! Mini taps out, and Larva gets the win in 24 minutes and 28 seconds. My goodness. What a fantastic showing. Fantastic showing of how to play ZVP there from Larva. Once again, the man can make mutas against a +1 Corsairing Protoss player and win anyway. Did the mutas pay for themselves? No. I think they killed a couple High Templar. Mostly they died, but Larva was just good enough to overcome that kind of inefficiency anyway, that's why you watch Larva, man. So I still think if this Spire dies, it's a different game. That DT had a swipe left, and he disengaged. I think he was trying to run, but it was like 23 hit points, and you were going to kill it with one more swipe of your Vorpal Blade, sir. Couldn't pull it off. And then, yeah, the Zealot Harass was good, but it never dropped Larva down below anything like 50 workers. And then he is just king of the macro, king of flooding, swarming. Delayed this base for so long that it let him get this base up and this base up. And he's taking this base too. And by the time he took this, he was so far behind he couldn't hold it. Absolutely brutal game here from Larva. Gets that win. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Let's check out the final score. 214,000 points here from Larva, 198 from Mini. Outproducing the Protoss player by a 7-to-3 ratio. Getting outkilled by a 5-to-2 ratio. So better numbers here, definitely. Resources are going to tell us the whole tale. And here it is. It is a full 11,375 resources more spent by Larva today in 24 minutes. That'll do. That will make it work. Larva kicks butt, takes names, takes the win. And that's why you clicked on this, probably, for the Larva. But yeah, thanks again for watching. That's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.